Looking to renovate your home this summer? Designer Kate Davidson is here with her top do's and don'ts. And there's some on both of these lists for sure.
Totally, yeah.
Where do we start when we're thinking about renovating our home? What are some of the things that we should start out with?
So yeah, when you're thinking to start off planning that renovation, think of your scope of work first. I know budget may be the first thing in mind, but really, what is it that you want to change and update in your home? So is it a kitchen renovation, bathroom? Is it your whole main floor, or complete home top to bottom, inside and out?
Yeah.
So establishing your scope of work is a good first starting point. Make a list and put it in a spreadsheet. And then secondary, I would say establish your team. You know, a designer like us, you know, your contractor, any specialty trades, you know, speak to them, reach out, and they can also help you. We often walk through our clients' homes and help them decide, you know what, let's focus on these key rooms renovations first, and then we can continue on as the budget allows.
Because you've seen it and done it all, and the prospective homeowner might not have been thinking about what you're thinking about, because you've dealt with so many other issues that it's probably an eye-opener for them.
Exactly. They may just say, you know what, my kitchen is looking really tired. It needs to be renovated. But rather than just keeping the kitchen as a whole, it actually could hugely transform the space by making a few windows larger, maybe opening up a wall, or even raising a ceiling. Sometimes there's a little extra room in your trusses to increase your ceiling height. So that's what a designer can do to help you think bigger and create more of a vision for your space.
Okay, so when we have the budget in place, where should we focus the bulk of that money?
Right, so I would focus on the big picture items first. So that's windows, moving walls, opening up walls, ceiling height, like I mentioned. And then you can worry about, you know, furnishings, decor, light fixtures later down the road.
Okay, when we're looking at some savings when it comes to the budget, where should we be looking at?
So as far as savings, really it's, you know, when you create a budget, it's good to look at what your focus is. What's important to you, right? Are you somebody that really loves a beautiful hardwood floor and want that real wood engineered hardwood floor that's going to last 20 years? Maybe you want to spend a little money there. Or if you're someone that you have a dog, a busy household, there's actually vinyl plank flooring that looks great, really durable, and a lot more budget sensitive. So you kind of look at what's important to you. You know, we obviously love more luxury items, natural stone countertops, but we do like to mix in a high and a low when we are renovating and decorating spaces. You've
brought in so many different things this morning. It can be overwhelming for those who don't have the experience that you have to say, oh, what am I going to choose here?
Right, right. And so when you're, again, working through the process, you have your scope of work, you've hired a designer, you maybe have your plan in place. As far as the finishes, again, working with someone or at least creating a detailed spreadsheet per space will make a huge difference in the organization of your project. We like to do spreadsheets where it has every last item, countertops, cabinet hardware, tile edges, you know, drapery rods. So it has absolutely everything, because often things can be missed and then your budget isn't accurate. And we need that concrete finish schedule with a detailed finish schedule to have your contractor give you an accurate concrete price.
Is the kitchen and bathroom still the biggest bang for your buck?
I would say so, yes. Those are the areas that people look at for resale. Those are the wow factors spaces. But again, I would say overall, you know, creating large open spaces, bigger windows, you know, people really notice that. And that if you have an older home, enlarging a window size or a ceiling height would make a significant difference.
Yeah, we were talking about do's and don'ts. We were talking, you've explained a lot of do's. What are some of the don'ts? What are some of the mistakes that people make?
So we found here, you can see we have a floor plan that we've been working on. So a lot of what I would say, what to avoid is just start renovating without any plan, right? Sometimes we have clients call us midway through a project and say, oh my goodness, we thought we could handle it, but now we're stuck. We're stuck with the floor plan. We're stuck with what finishes to put together. And that can actually put a wrench in the progress, because people don't realize sometimes plumbing fixtures can take 6 to 8 weeks to come in. Your kitchen cabinetry could take 6 to 12 weeks to be made, right? So often people jump the gun and start renovating and demoing their space without carefully looking at the timelines.
Yeah, and they get to that oops moment. We got 30 seconds. Is there a
Yeah.
popular color or material that people are gravitating to?
I would say it's all about warmth, less the cold grays tones. You can see here the beautiful warm hardwood colors. People are definitely warming up their hardwood. The bronze metal finishes and brass are still very strong.
All fantastic colors, shapes, and sizes. Kate, thanks for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you so much.
All right. All the links on our website, chch.com/morninglive.